them on your dresser or something. I don't know. Maybe you have a cool office in your apartment.
Nah.
You could put next to your LeBron James Ken doll.
So did you guys talk about that yesterday?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. Here's the question. Because Tina being a woman, I asked her, I said, if a full-grown man that you were dating, and we know you have a boyfriend now, this is public info, so I'm not exposing you. I get in trouble all the time. Oh, Theo's saying you have a boyfriend. If you came home to him and he had a LeBron-style Ken doll.
We're just owning it or playing with it?
Well, playing with it, you might want to call a number and get him checked out. Just having it like up on his dresser.
The doll is weird. Especially, too, it's not a sport. It's not like he's not in like a basketball uniform. Like that's the weird part, too.
LeBron James, the father. That's who it is.
He's just a huge fan of LeBron as a father. He's like, this is the kind of guy I want to be. Mm-hmm. It's the kind of guy I want to be, man.
You aspire to be him.
Name my first daughter Zuri.
So just owning it is a red flag for you?
It would be a little odd.
What about, I don't know, wrestling action figures? What's wrong with those? If anything's wrong with them?
That is more common than a basketball player doll, right?
Here's the difference, though. Here's what I'll say, C-Cat. Yeah, you're right. Because if he had a basketball player, like if the LeBron doll was wearing a Lakers uniform or a Cavs uniform or something, and it was in the box and it was up there, it feels more like a collectible thing, kind of like a wrestling action figure that's in a thing. It feels like a collectible. You can write that off as a hobby. Just the LeBron Ken doll being on your dresser and knowing that thing just dropped and you already have it, I think it's a little red flaggy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the delineation between doll and action figure then? Because you just spray paint a tattoo on it, it becomes an action figure?
Action figures got to be able to talk.
I don't think so.
Yes,
action figures aren't they able to bend? Like their arms and their legs can bend like multiple ways, and
Barbie's arms can move up and down.
No, her arms don't have her elbows don't move. I think her arms stay straight.
Yeah.
Okay, so it needs to have
action figures got more joints.
They have action figures need to have joints because back in the day when we would play with our wrestling action figures, you would have a ring and it would be actual elastic ropes in the ring so you could pretend that they were fighting one another. Hey, people had Hell in the Cell action figure rings.
I know what you mean, and I played some action figure wrestling as well, and that's a lot different. That's a lot different than having a LeBron Ken doll on your dresser. We have to agree. Mattel, what's it called? Mattel, the people that made Barbie?
Yeah, Matel.
I think it's 2L. I don't know. People say it like it's just a second nature brand that people bring up all the time. I thought Barbie was owned by somebody named Barbie. Apparently, it's owned by Mattel. And Mattel made the LeBron James doll, and it is considered a doll by them. It is considered actually a variation of the Ken doll.
I don't get it, because who else have they done this with?
He's the first ever professional athlete to get a Ken doll.
Wow. Do you think this was who picked up the phone first? Said,
come on.
I got my client LeBron James with like a Ken doll.
No.
Or were they like, hey, can we speak with LeBron James, please? We want you on a Ken doll.
I think these kind of transactions happen like at a party. So like, let's just envision the party, right? Like, can we get some party music going?
Do they want maybe LeBron like from a kid's perspective? Like we said, like Steph Curry is the one for the kids. Like that's who kids are attracted to.
Yeah, you should have went with Steph Curry because that's what kids want. That's why I'm saying the LeBron Ken doll is marketed towards grown men. Can I get some party music? Yeah. All right.
Continue. I will get the music in time.
All right, he's playing the party music on. So LeBron he's at a party, right? He's vibing. He just walks in, and because LeBron is the kind of guy that does make a lot of appearances around other business owners, celebrities, and athletes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a lot of sense that LeBron would be in the room when maybe a Mattel or whatever they calling themselves these days, the Barbie representation was in the house. So per usual, when you're a guy of LeBron's stature and you got business moves happening left and right around you, a lot of the small talk is going to venture off into potential partnerships. I think LeBron was probably sipping on his tequila, right?
Yeah.
He was sipping on his tequila. What do they call it? Lobos. A little bit of Lobos. And LeBron fancies me as a guy that, especially in the middle of the season, he is 40 now, and he has been a little bit more open about kicking it during the season these days. I mean, he's podcasting for Pete's sake. I think he's probably a little bit of Lobos on ice. Sipping on that, the Mattel guy pulls up, trying to small talk Bron a little bit, and he says, "Yo, Bron, you know, nobody has ever in sports had a Ken doll. We were thinking about starting with you." And I know Bron being Bron, he probably turned to that dude with Mattel and said, "Bro, Mattel, my whole life, I've always wanted to be a Ken doll. I dreamt of this moment happening before. It's funny. I just told my buddy in the car, I hope I run into the Mattel dude. I want to do a Ken doll. That's what LeBron did. And the Mattel guy says, I'll get in contact with you. We're going to make some things shake. LeBron forgets about it. Finishes Lobos. Party goes on. He has some fun. Him and Savannah pack it up. They go home. Road trip. Couple of games. Comes back. Now his business manager hits him up like, yo, Mattel says that you agreed to do a deal with them and they want to do a partnership with you. They want to make you a Ken doll. LeBron's like, what the hell are you talking about? I ain't trying to do that crap. You know what you mean? The dude said you dreamt of being a Ken doll one day. He said verbatim, LeBron. And you know what I think happened? This was the selling point, C-Cat. The dude said, you'll be the first ever athlete to have a Ken doll. When people stack up your resume next to Michael Jordan next time, and we're having the GOAT debate.
An extra column.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, everybody wanted to be like Mike. Nobody was buying little miniature versions of Mike.
I don't know. They had All-Star Sports, those figures.
This is just action cards and shoes. Sure, you got a doll, man. You got the LeBron Ken doll. This is different. This puts him in a new stratosphere. I'm not saying it's heavily weighted when it comes to the GOAT debate in the NBA.
But he's the first.
He's the first. He's a pioneer of dolls.
Trailblazer.
LeBron James. When LeBron James' name go down in the history books, Trailblazer will be next to it. And it's potentially and partially due to the dolls.
But are we opening the door to more NBA stars having their own dolls, or is it the next?
The next LeBron. It'd have to be the next LeBron.
Which won't be in the next 10 years or 20 years.
And that's another point for him. He got his son drafted into the league, right? He got a lot of his homies that he came up with, he helped, and they did their own work too. He helped them into some great positions. And on top of that, the dude got a doll, man. If you're a LeBron fan right now, I want you to stand on business. Buy that doll, put it on your dresser, and if a young lady, a woman comes into your house and she ridicules you for that, you tell her, that's my GOAT. All right? You find me a Michael Jordan doll, and I'll find you top 3 all time, maybe. I'm all in on the LeBron doll. I just talked myself into it. I get why he did it. Tina,
I just talked myself into it.
You should be disgraced that you would be. That's
a red flag.
Yeah, it's a red flag. I disagree now. There's an event coming up, y'all.
Yeah.
There's an event coming up, and Jonathan Zaslow talked about how he talks cats all day. My Panthers fans, my Florida Panthers fan, the Rat Pack, tap in right here. The season's winding down as the Cats prepare to defend the Stanley Cup championship that they just won. It feels like just yesterday they were parading around with that thing, Lord Stanley, pouring beer into everybody but C-Cat's mouth. You were so jealous.
Man, I would have been. What's the bar on the corner there that they were pouring it over the balcony?
Yeah. I forgot the name. It became like even more famous because they...
Elbow Room?
Elbow Room, yeah.
That's what?
Well, that's... I want you to join the ESPN West Palm Street team and Coors Light at Townie's Tavern in Palm City.